As if the Chinese challenge were not enough, Europe's auto sector is also caught in the crossfire of US trade policies. American tariffs on European vehicles imposed under the banner of protecting US jobs and industries have cut into exports from German and Italian manufacturers in particular. Meanwhile, US subsidies under the Inflation Reduction Act have tilted the playing field further by luring EV investments away from Europe. An Italian participant voiced frustration. He said, "Our companies are investing billions in innovation, yet we face barriers abroad and rising costs at home. Europe must defend its interests." For Brussels, this means rethinking trade strategy while also considering stronger incentives for domestic EV production and critical raw material sourcing. The Commission has already proposed a Net Zero Industry Act aimed at boosting clean tech manufacturing inside the EU. But industry leaders argue that speed and scale are essential if Europe is to keep up with its rivals. Behind the technical and trade debates lies a human dimension. Millions of Europeans work directly or indirectly in the auto industry. From assembly line workers in Germany to parts suppliers in Eastern Europe, the sector remains one of the continent's largest employers. Transitioning to electric vehicles, however, could disrupt this ecosystem in profound ways. Union leaders warn that the shift to EVs, which require fewer parts and less labour, could wipe out jobs unless governments step in with retraining and social protections. One union representative present at the Brussels talks issued a stark warning. He said, "Without a just transition, we risk not only losing jobs, but losing the trust of our workers and communities." The Commission sought to reassure participants that social fairness would remain central. Stéphane Séjourné emphasised this point. Stéphane Séjourné said, "Decarbonisation will succeed only if it is accompanied by solidarity, investment in skills and protection for those most affected." The choice of Brussels as the venue was not accidental. For decades, the city has been the nerve centre where Europe's grand visions meet the realities of compromise. This gathering of policymakers and car industry leaders reflected exactly that, a moment when Europe must reconcile ambition with feasibility, idealism with pragmatism. The optics of the meeting were carefully curated. Cameras captured mid-shots of Ursula von der Leyen leaning across the table, speaking earnestly with industry executives. Pan shots lingered on participants listening intently. The symbolism was clear. This was not a confrontation, but a dialogue.